Hey everyone, Alien Theory here. Happy Alien Day, and welcome to Crew Quarters, new channel, a little more casual, I think, more laid back. Just going to do some talking about some DVDs today, Alien DVDs, of course. Uh, Never mind the Avengers Cup I got from the theater. I saw the movie last night. Of course, you know, it's Alien Day, it's our special day, 426, and of course, the biggest movie ever, you know, comes out that day. It was good. It was really good. Highly recommend it. Definitely see it. But enough about that. This is Alien Day. This is our special day, so it's all about the xenomorph. I wiggle the camera here. But what I wanted to talk about specifically was these guys here. This set. This is the Alien Anthology DVD set. This is from 1999 when they were celebrating not the 40th, but the 20th anniversary of Alien. So it's already been 20 years since they're making a big deal out of its anniversary, and time just flies so fast. But it's worth, I think, taking this trip back in time a little bit to the 20th anniversary. Again, that's 1999 when these DVDs came out. I got them. I don't think I got them in 1999. Maybe 2000, I would say, but pretty early on. As you can see, it's like it's seen better days. It's a little tattered up and things like that. But this was, you know, this is the first DVD set that I ever got. It was the Alien series that made me want to make that leap into Blu-ray because, or not Blu-ray, I should say, DVD. Blu-ray would be later, and I'm sure that's a story for another day. And the Quadrilogy set is a story for another day, and even maybe some of the VHSs. Those are a story for another day. Those are always cool. But it was the DVDs that really made me interested. I was, I don't know, 11, 12 or so during that time, and lots of things were changing all around the world. Like the internet was becoming a big thing, right? That's kind of cool too. And DVD, a digital revolution, basically. And maybe the biggest mistake my parents made was getting internet so I could go on the Alien website and see their advertisements for the DVD set. So they told you how cool this was, and I had to get it. I had to beg my parents to get to DVD sets. So, I mean, that's definitely, you know, that's like pretty much like asking like for an iPhone today. Those were expensive back then, back in the 90s. So I'm very grateful for that. I feel very blessed to have understanding parents who would listen to me drone on about the benefits of DVD, because there were. I mean, for one thing, I had the VHS sets, which were, you know, fine, right? Got to see and experience the movies that way, but of course, you know, for some people who are maybe too young to remember, VHS tapes, while definitely good and convenient for getting the movie in your home, right? They weren't the best quality, obviously not HD or anything like that. And another thing that was really, really bothersome to maybe not like the casual viewer or anything like that, but to film fans, film aficionados, I guess you could say, was that a common practice of all VHS tapes was to do the pan and scanning, where basically you have a theatrical aspect ratio that's meant to fit a big movie screen, and then they put it on a square TV screen. Now we have the wide screen TVs, and that's not a problem, but back then it was a problem. They cut off a lot of stuff from the screen, from the picture, from the intended version of the movie, which is, you know, that's a bad thing to do, right? I mean, the VHS age must have driven many directors absolutely crazy, bonkers. But then I started discovering widescreen VHSs. I don't have them here right now, but I discovered those, and they were remastered in THX and all that stuff. That was great. So that kind of opened up my eyes a little bit. But then the next logical step was DVD. Of course, the widescreen format in these, the THX, the superior sound and picture quality of these, and all four movies as they were at the time, packaged together. Pretty cool. The Alien Legacy DVD set celebrating the 20th anniversary. So this I had to get, and this, you know, I'll always keep this in my collection. Not only, you know, it's kind of a sentimental thing, my first DVD set I ever got, but, you know, also obviously a fan. I always like to collect the home video versions of the Alien movies. I have like some stuff here and there, like this little Alien, but mostly I'm mainly a collector of the movies, I would say. So let's take a little bit of a look here at what we got. So obviously it's debossed and shiny, and that's really cool. The Alien Legacy. They always come up with like a different name for these sets. Legacy quadrilogy one I'm not so sure about. But anthology maybe I like best. I think now they just say the Alien Collection, and that's it. So good enough, I guess. But for the time, this was a pretty revolutionary set, and I have to give Fox a lot of credit because they really were on the forefront of DVD. Like 1999, you didn't see Star Wars on DVD, certainly not. But you had Alien on DVD celebrating the 20th anniversary of the film. Again, digitally remastered, all that good stuff. And bonus features, like pretty good stuff. Audio commentary by Ridley Scott. That's where the first commentary can be found, and they still package it with DVDs, so that the deleted scenes, artwork and photo galleries, original storyboards, isolated original score, alternate music track, theatrical trailers, interactive menus, scene selection. Remember, scene selection used to be a big deal. DVD-ROM enhancement screensaver. I don't remember ever using a screensaver, actually, now I think about it. And web links. It probably just like linked you to the site, and maybe it was just like a little cheesy screensaver or something like that. But obviously the movie itself was reason enough to get it, but the special features, again, scene selection, the widescreen, the digital transfer of the movie, it was a big deal for the time. And Fox put out a good set, and they put out a good collection here. They actually came with these little cards. I only have one. I think it came with more, but I only have this one little card here, as you can see. It's pretty cool. And let's see what it says on the back, actually. Alien was a product of late 1970s movie making, building on the sci-fi success of Star Wars and plunging the genre into darker, more terrifying terrain. This irresistible mix of realism and artfulness elevated creature features to new heights, launching the career of New York actress Sigourney Ripley Weaver in the process. The 1979 mega hit has spawned 3 sequels to date. I need to update this card. Each enhancing, well, technically they've all been prequels, haven't they? So it's still accurate. Each enhancing the legacy with visionary art direction and grotesquely beautiful makeup effects. And it shows the teaser poster here. 1999, copyright 20th Century Fox, Inkworks. So, yeah, cool card they came with here. And they come with the booklet as well. See, they used to do these special things for DVDs. They don't really put too much effort. I talked a little bit about the 4K. It's pretty kind of standard stuff, and the booklet's really nice here. I don't know, should I... Yeah, let's read what Ridley Scott... he took the time to write this letter, so let's see what he has to say. I entered the world of Alien almost by accident, and although only a few science fiction films had captured my interest to that date, most notably The Day the Earth Stood Still, 2001, A Space Odyssey, and the then new release of Star Wars, I was not looking to explore the genre. In 1977, I was preparing another project when I came across the comics and publications born out of the Metal Hurlant heavy metal magazines, which of course they did the Alien illustrated story. In the same year, I was offered Alien, and I recognized the heavy metal influences that I could apply to the visual aspects of the film. I was equally impressed by the vivid characters that made up the ill-fated Nostromo crew. And, of course, eventually came the opportunity to work with H.R. Giger in creating the Alien itself. I've watched the Alien sequels of the past 20 years. Each film has its own unique identity, taking what we created in 1979, but finding a different direction each time out. When I completed the first Alien, I had no idea there would be 3 sequels and an enthusiastic following 20 years later. Now 40 years later, guys, we're still very enthusiastic, I would say. I am. If you're watching this, I'm sure you are too, if you want to watch someone read the DVD insert. The DVD release of Alien represents the most definitive home video version of the film to date, presented for the first time in anamorphic widescreen from high-definition transfer. I am thrilled that DVD is able to best translate my vision as a filmmaker to you at home. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Ridley Scott, for the introduction. And I won't go through the whole cast or anything. It literally gives you like biography, which is kind of cool if you have the set, but might be a little tedious here. And they go into a little bit more detail about the special features that you can see, the audio commentary, things like that, the artwork, all that good stuff, and some good images from the film. And more of the cast here. Harry Dean Stanton, the great John Hurt, Ian Holm, Yaphet Kotto, and director Ridley Scott. And, wow, scene selection. So, main titles, Early to Rise, Rough Landing, Walking Distance, Dead a Long Time, Eggs or Something, A Wonderful Defense Mechanism, Missing a Guest, Taking Off, Last Supper, Seek and Destroy, Here Kitty, No Blood, No Dallas, A Confrontation with Ash, Priority 1, Scared Stiff, Destruct System Activated, T-minus 30 seconds, The Last Survivors, and End Titles. And just a note, access Alien special features by pressing the menu key on your DVD player remote control. Remember that, the menu key, very important. Again, DVD was new at the time, so, you know, people were resistant to it. Even in 1999, it didn't really become the standard until maybe mid-2000s or so. By then, Blu-ray was already kind of coming up. But, yeah, a great DVD edition. And, gosh, I've watched, like, I've listened to Scott's commentary like a million times on this thing. And obviously watched the movie over and over and over and over again to the point of obsession, which is why this channel exists and the Alien Theory channel exists, because I can't get enough Alien, apparently. Which I'm sure you can't either, which is good. It's good to have a lot of Alien in your life. Of course, they had Aliens, but this was really important. This was Aliens, the special edition. So I had never seen the special edition. I read about it on the internet and things like that. I tried to track down, like back when I was still watching them on VHS, I was trying to track down the special edition of Aliens, but it was out of print because it came out, it came out in 1990, so this is probably the late 90s I'm looking for it, so we couldn't find it anywhere. But then guess what? You get all this great stuff. You get all the DVD transfers and picture quality, all the good stuff, but you also get Alien Special Edition, which was a coveted release for me at the time. For this edition, they have a pretty simple image of the Queen. I don't know, I like how they have like the original egg of Alien, but they kind of, just to note it's different, I guess, they had the image of the Queen, but I always liked this classic image of Ripley and Newt. I thought that's kind of an iconic image. But, you know, with home video, they try new things, do different artwork. We've seen it before, so why not give us something a little bit new? This is Aliens. With this, and I should note, there were always really cool interactive menus. On the first one, it was kind of like inside the ship of the Nostromo, kind of like silly early 2000 CGI, but it's still kind of fun to have these interactive menus. This Aliens DVD, it looked like the helmet cams of the Marines going into the colony, so that was kind of cool. But unfortunately, no commentary on this one, and again, there's a little less with each one, basically. So there's behind-the-scenes footage, which was a cool interview with James Cameron, still photo selection, and over 7